Hello, welcome back to a new video, and today we're doing a kind of a different type of video, but Dead Island 2 video, nonetheless. We're talking about the future of Dead Island. So, we have the game. We got a few DLCs here and there. We got some character packs and whatnot. That's all well and good, but what I want to talk about is DLCs. Actual DLCs, not weapon DLCs or character pack DLCs. Yes, that's all well and good. You know, I like to get some new weapons in the game. That's something I always look forward to in zombie games. So, I'm not talking about the future of Down with the weapons. I'm talking about the possibilities of DLC 1 and 2, which DLC 1's coming out Q4 of 2023, which I'm estimating roughly October for Halloween. That's my estimate. It's going to come out around October. So, that's my full prediction. October, we'll get the first DLC. And that is called, I think it's literally just called Haus, or something like that. It's the German word for house, I believe. Like, if you guys remember World War II zombies, they had a map called Grossen House. Cut out the Grossen, just have house in it. But, it's called Haus. So I think it's going to be about like what the story of this game was, where the Newmans are trying to like become like pretty much the overall species in a sense of the island of California. It's not really an island though, but you know what I'm talking about. So I think it's going to go on to that, and it's going to show our character, whoever you play as, which in that DLC I'll be playing as Ryan for my first DLC playthrough, because he was my main character and he's what I'm playing as right now. But it's going to show him pretty much trying to save Tisha, because after the ending of the game, spoilers if you have not beaten the game, Tisha, the daughter of Dr. Reed, is pretty much the reason why the zombie thing kind of exists, because Dr. Reed tested on her as a baby for her blood, and so she is the reason all this kind of happened with the blood. So we have to track her down, because in her blood is the cure to the pretty much everything. So I feel like DLC 1 is going to be tracking her down, trying to figure out where Tisha ran off to after the ending, because at the ending all we see her do is shoot the crossbow and then she just runs off. That's all we see. And through leaks I think I've seen, I think we're going to get that crossbow actually in the game to use, and I'm actually kind of excited for that. I think that's going to be a DLC weapon we get for completing the DLC. The second DLC is called, I'm looking at my phone, the Soila, I believe that's how you say it, Festival. Or just say the Festival. I don't know if I'm saying that right, but so let's just call it the Festival. The Festival DLC. I think this DLC is going to continue that story, but it's going to kind of do it in a bit of a not so serious way like the first one is, and how the main game kind of is too. Yes, this game is all about fun and jokes and funny moments, yeah, but I think this game is very serious when it wants to, especially with like all the Dr. Reed stuff that's involved in the game. I think this game did a good job at balancing the funny stuff, like the comedic stuff, and the actual high, like, important views of this game. I think this game did really good at that, and I'm actually thinking the first DLC is going to be all serious, you know, about tracking down Tisha. Second DLC, which comes out in Q2 of 2024, I feel like that one is gonna be more about like comedic stuff, because like a festival, you know. So I think DLC 2 is gonna be more comedic. I think DLC 1 is gonna be more serious. So Nothing wrong with that, you know. As long as it's good, I feel like we're in for a good treat of Dead Island 2 content. And it's coming out Q2, like I said. My prediction, I think that's going to be probably about April. I'm thinking like probably around the 1-year anniversary of Dead Island 2 launching, I think it's going to release. So I think honestly around the 1-year anniversary of the game, we might get DLC 2. I'm hoping we get a DLC 3 and 4. Because who knows? There's still more you can do with this game. There is. And other people are talking about a possible Dead Island 3, maybe. I've seen some people already discussing Dead Island 3, and even the developers themselves have stated that this game was highly successful, that they didn't give out everything in this version, so they're still holding things back. So I feel like they could easily do a Dead Island 3 and build upon what they already have here. But Dead Island 3 talk is in a whole different video. I will 100% be doing a Dead Island 3 discussion video on what I think could happen in that one. So, yes, I want Dead Island 3 100%, but we just got Dead Island 2 months ago, so we're still in a state of kind of just waiting for Dead Island 2 content. I do hope for more DLC weapons, character packs, and hopefully more than just 2 expansion passes would be nice. I hope that they give out a battle arena, like the Bloodbath Arena in Dead Island 1. I think Bloodbath Arena 2.0 would be pretty cool, honestly. Because Bloodbath Arena is something I always loved in the first game. So, I hope they do consider that in a possible DLC 3 or 4. Like, give us the Bloodbath Arena. So, I will have no problem if they kind of want to remake Bloodbath Arena. I think it honestly was one of my favorite parts of the original Dead Island game. Honestly, I still go back to the Bloodbath Arena, like literally to the Bloodbath Arena, and play that. I feel like Bloodbath Arena is something they can easily incorporate into this. So, but I think that's it for the video. Hope you guys enjoyed. If you guys have any ideas on the content the DLC season can bring us, I'm hoping for, honestly, when the DLC comes out, I'm hoping they release new zombie types. You know, who knows, we could have like a zombie that spits flies or something, because we have all the fly zombie, like the flies. Maybe we get some animal zombies. First time ever in a Dead Island game. Maybe we can get like who knows. There's so much potential for this game, and I hope that they use that to the fullest advantage they can, just like Deep Silver did in the past with Dead Island 1. They made a whole spin-off game, Riptide, for it. So, I think the Dead Island future looks bright. I think that this game has finally been brought back from the dead. I think Dead Island 3 could come out possibly in the next 3 to 4 years, as long as it doesn't have the nightmare that Dead Island 2 had of being delayed and canceled every other year. I think that Dead Island is at a state where fans will 100% back up and say, okay, they can take their time. You know, I'm at the point where I'm like, I want the content, you know, as soon as possible. But I also understand that things take time, and I want this game to be as perfect as it can be. I still go back to the original and Riptide. I think, honestly, if I'll be honest here, like once every couple months, and we replay the game, you know? I'm hoping Dead Island 2 has that replayability value, to where I can come back to this game several times, enjoy the story once more, and remember why this is one of my favorite games right now. I think Dead Island 2 can 100% live up to the hype that it did at launch with these DLCs. I think that they can fulfill their expectations and sell more copies of this game. Honestly, zombie games nowadays are kind of overshadowed by other games, but every time a zombie game comes out, I don't care. It is something I'm playing immediately. So, and Dead Island 2, honestly, is probably my favorite game of this year. Honestly, I think it is my favorite game of this year. But we still have other games coming out. We can't forget about like Spider-Man 2 and stuff. Spider-Man 2, Alan Wake, and Hot Wheels 2 are the other games I'm getting this year. But Dead Island 2 was something this year that I honestly was so excited for. And the fact that we're still getting DLC, we're still getting content, we're still getting weapons, zombie types they have said in the past will be coming, character packs. I'm hoping crossplay, so I think the Dead Island is in good hands with Dambus Studios. 100%. I think that this game can live up to the expectation that Dambuster has given it. It made $2 million already. Let's get it to $3 million. Let's show Dambus Studios how much we love Dead Island as a franchise, and show them that they can make a good game, even though a lot of their games have sucked. And let's show Deep Silver that after 10 years, the Dead Island community is still strong and waiting for their games. So, with that being said, hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you guys in the next Dead Island video, Alan Wake video, or whatever I post next. If you have any ideas for future content I can post on Dead Island 2, please let me know. I would love to share more content with you guys. Hope you guys have a good day, and thanks for watching.